All right, welcome back. Welcome back to a brand new video. See the perp standing there. Look her standing there. They both give each other the signal. He start walking towards me. She start walking across the street. She was just standing there. All right. I've been watching them two for like a whole minute. All right. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a continuous thing that they do. Yeah. Then I come up my apartment building. You know, took my phone out, and they hacked into my phone, launched my banking app. All right, again. Excuse me. Hope you guys heard the New York Predator and Predators in the back. New York Predators department officers in the background using their sirens. Again, very low. All right. Yep, constantly hacking my phone. So I barely got enough sleep. All right. I went to bed after 5. I forgot to turn off my alarm, my 6:30 alarm. So that, you know, it was that was quicker than about 10 o'clock. I said, you know what, I am too tired, too exhausted. I had to take a muscle relaxer for my back, and I talk about my right butt cheek. You know, so it's like a sharp pain, very very painful. I love it. I love it. The perps are all smiling. Like I said, they have a, you know, I don't know if they're paying them or what kind of money they're getting, but you know, they stalk you and do it in such a way. Like I said, you tell them, oh, this is what you do. You know, it's not a criminal act that you do. Yes, it is. It is a criminal act, right? And again, you as a TI, you gotta know the law. You gotta know these things because this is what they do. Stalk you on multiple levels, right? And the New York Predator Department, again, giving civilians access to your devices, to the frequency of the microchip that they implanted. So yeah, I'm using your sirens. I'll say it, yeah. They give them access to the frequency to the microchip, right? Or whatever AI they use to engage in the, as I said, the word engage in. The words, I should say the words engage in. They start using their horn, the car horn. What's going on, y'all? Good discussion last night, huh? Yeah. All right, so, you know, I was talking to one of the guys, and he was there. So we was talking about, you know, what the U.S. government has done, the fact that not even only the U.S. government, but private, wide-owned businesses and corporations. You know, let's talk about how in Louisiana, how they're suing the state as what they deemed to be ethnic cleansing, the building of housing on top of toxic land and marketing and selling it to black people, right? And also having chemical companies, all right, build chemical plants in black towns, but these chemical companies are excluded from building chemical companies in population where the vast majority of people are white. You know, so we were having you know, I was just having this, just like, look, you know, we gotta understand that we live in our own bubble, and our bubble is so small. You know, you know what I'm saying? That we don't, even though you live in New York, We don't concern ourselves with black people in other part of the country, because we are programmed. We all have the same programming, but depending on the state that you live in, your program different in some ways. Because again, it is how they want you to think, right? I think how they want you to believe, how they want you to behave. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, I told myself, as black people, we gotta go to a black doctor, get yourself checked out, find yourself a black neurologist. It's hard because it's very few black doctors, along with black neurologists. I shouldn't say very few black doctors, but there are little black doctors compared to the overall population of other doctors in the United States. Even far less black doctors who are neurologists. And then on top of that, we have to own these testing labs, right? These medical testing labs. We have to own these DNA testing labs, right? Because again, you go look at the history, even up until now, where you see these these medical testing labs, these DNA testing labs, they're falsifying things. They're doing, they're lying, basically outright lying, right? Falsifying documents, getting people convicted. Or matter of fact, you might be, like they say, you might take a paternity test, right? And somebody in that lab say, hey, he's not the father. I'm gonna play a trick on him. Or they're like, if he's working with the state. You know what I'm saying? New York Fecal Department. See, like I said, they'll show up whether they have their sirens blaze, on and making a whole bunch of noise. They will show up, or they're the ambulance. Well, either or, right? Either or. Right? Either or. So yeah. So like I said, either or. So they're not gonna say. So this dude now, I already know I was going to see him when I left the house, because this is what they do. Whenever I have a conversation with the other dude and anybody else is around, and I'm talking, one of them will always show up when I leave my apartment, right? I always see him. So again, it shows you how, as a TI, that they're sent to, they're being told certain things, and they're using them to, engage in psychological operation. Now, if I hadn't known what was going on, these people could do anything, right? And I wouldn't even know, right? You know what I'm saying? You'll be thinking that, they're my friend. No, they're not your friend. They're not your friend. Oh, here she comes. She's gonna ask you for money.
Sir.
Well, what I say?
A few dollars. Sir.
No.
$1.
No.
Thank you anyway.
You see? What did I say? What did I say? The minute I saw her walk out of there, I looked. The other dudes there, she's not asking them at all. Okay? Look. She's, when she comes, look, I see you. The damn ridiculous eyelash. Shit is so long, you look damn ridiculous. Look like a fool. Tell you, I don't know. These women, they dressing like a transvestite in the 90s with the makeup and the clothes that they wear to go out. They bring the stripper culture and the porn culture into their into their mindset and how they speak. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Yep. So anyway, like I said, that's why I said I knew it. This is what they do. This is what they do. I said when she came out, I said, "What? What? She gonna come straight to me and ask me for money?" And you see what happens? Yeah. But again, it's a tactic. It's a method. It's a it's coercive persuasion. It's coercive manipulation. Yeah, but yeah, it's in your pocket. She started swinging her bag out. I took my bag down. She put her hands in her pocket. Hilarious. Look at the hand signal. Look. Right? So yeah. This is what they'll do, man. Tell you, never ending. Never ending. But that's okay, because I'm never ending when it comes to my recordings. I'm going to record them and all that they do. Right? They've created a society of criminals. Yeah, like I said, that's what they do. In this capitalist country like America, they have to create citizens that are criminals. Right? And when they engage in this sort of program, again, it's to get everyone's hands dirty. So that way they can, they don't tell them the truth at first. And that's to get their hands dirty. And when they get their hands dirty and they realize the truth, then it's too late, right? There's nothing they can do. They can't say anything because they participated in a crime against STIs, right? So you gotta understand. You gotta understand. Like I said, one of the best articles you can read on this is Krybeck. The analysis of evil, right? Krybeck's analysis of evil. Go read it. It tells you how government can manipulate the people into committing crimes, even atrocities, and how people will deceive themselves by knowing what they've done is wrong, right? But they'll create in their mind what is called self-deception, right? In order for them to not be held accountable or not take accountability onto themselves. Okay? And, because again, they understand how the human mind works. They understand how to manipulate people. They understand how to, particularly if you're a black person, like I said, I always look at the Clinton program. I know that program never ended. You know what I'm saying? And even a few years ago, you had a black man, and he was on the FBI list. And he was like, how is he on the FBI list? Because again, he was a political activist. And so all black political activists are, targeted by the U.S. government. So like I said, as U.S. black people, we got to tell our young people, you're going to get into activism, you got to understand that you are going to be monitored and watched. They are going to engage in psychological warfare or cognitive warfare, because cognitive warfare includes psychological warfare. So they will engage in cognitive warfare against you. You gotta watch your friends around, right? You gotta make sure that your friend is awesome, right? You gotta be very careful. And they can turn anybody into, a puppet or, someone that they can use. They can bribe them with money or what have you. And again, this is why it's why black people white Europeans will always engage in will always be used by the U.S. government, by the state, or anybody else who wants to destroy black people, because keeping us under economic sanction, right? This is called economic warfare. That a lot of us are willing to do anything to get out, our environment, right? And so, like I said, knowing the mindset, so you gotta understand what it is that they're doing, right? You gotta understand that. Okay? That's who you're looking at. Let's stick my middle finger out, take this. Giving him the middle finger. Fuck out of here. I'm telling you, y'all, I don't have the mindset that I used to have when I was younger. And y'all don't want me to go back to that mindset. All right? See, when you change, they want to pull you back down, as in the Godfather, Al Pacino. Every time I try to get out, they pull me right back. Anyway, talk to you guys in the next video.